America's elder population is growing every day. With the oldest baby boomer becoming 70 years old in 2016, these older Americans face a number of legal issues that can cause financial, mental, and emotional stress for themselves and their families. To avoid or minimize the stress and expense of issues likely to face elder Americans, it is critical for people to be informed about their options and to be proactive in their planning.
Older Americans faced a whole host of legal issues that should be planned for: death, disability, asset protection planning, Medicaid planning, special needs trusts, possible guardianships, and of course, as always, potential for elder abuse and exploitation, scams, telemarketers, family members even that might exploit their loved one. The most common mistake I see is that elder Americans don't proactively plan to avoid things that could be avoided. And it's hard to watch that happen and know that you could have prevented a horrible problem if we had planned ahead of time.
Proactively addressing issues that are likely to arise results in far less expense and stress than waiting until a crisis has arisen.
I think a lot of the hesitation for why people don't go ahead and plan for these types of things can be because they don't think it's going to happen to them. In reality, we all face aging, and if we plan for it, then we can enjoy life and not have to worry about those things when they do arise. I think another reason that people might be hesitant to plan is because they think the cost might be prohibitive, but if you think you can't afford to prevent the legal problem, how are you ever going to afford the legal problem itself?
I think people would be far more proactive if they were truly aware of what they don't know and that they don't know what they don't know and how much stress and financial burden it could put on their loved ones if they don't plan ahead of time. It is critically important for older Americans to become educated about the issues they're likely to face as they age. And although there is the internet for general information, really the best way to get educated is to call a local elder law attorney in their area and to go discuss exactly what their issues and concerns are. The law encompasses both the sword and the shield, and although it's always possible to pull out that sword and fight the battle any day, it is much better to use the shield of the law to proactively prevent problems from occurring in the first place.
As an aging life care manager, I see families in crisis. It would be wonderful if they called me before the crisis arose, but most of the times they're calling because their loved one is in the hospital, about to be discharged, they don't know what their options are, and they call me in a panic. It would be so helpful if families could utilize a care manager earlier in their aging one's journey so that we could put things in place that are the most appropriate instead of having to make a knee-jerk reaction. There's no way to prevent any of the problems that happen with aging, but being prepared is the best way to curtail any kind of disasters. Families need to understand what resources will pay for care and what resources won't. They need to understand the different levels of care for their family member, and they need to be mindful that everyone is aging, whether we like it or not, and we all need to plan for the future.
Founded in 2006 in a quaint 1920s house in downtown Asheville, the Hart Law Group has established itself as the premier law firm in Western North Carolina. Recently voted #1 attorney in the area, Mary Hart leads an all-female staff known as the Cowgirls of Hart Law. Wearing blue jeans and cowboy boots, they create a refreshingly approachable atmosphere not found in most law offices.
Our mission here at the Hart Law Group is to help people prevent or solve their legal problems with the greatest amount of customer service possible. What we do here at the Hart Law Group is we educate, we collaborate, we motivate, we encourage, we solve, we consult, and basically help people live better lives through the legal system. We're basically a one-stop shop for older Americans. We can do your estate planning, your asset protection planning, we do guardianships, Medicaid planning, VA benefits planning, special needs trusts, we can work with elder abuse and exploitation cases, generally do real estate transfers if necessary, and we can pretty much do anything that an older American needs at our firm.
Mary and I spend a lot of time doing community outreach and speaking to people about these issues because it's so important to be educated on these types of things, and education really is empowerment. We're all about empowering people to protect their legal interests and financial resources so that they can better plan for life.
I am always relieved when I'm able to give a client to the Hart Law Group because I know that they're going to be taken care of, they're going to be respected, they're going to be able to navigate the financial intricacies that are going along with their aging loved one, and I'm always confident that things will be handled the best way that they can be. It helps me sleep at night knowing that I'm passing on my clients to Hart Law Group.
We're a little different than other law firms. We're not your grandfather's law firm. We're a little more approachable. We are all women firm. We're caring, compassionate, but we can play hardball when necessary. If you want to think of us as your own personal Charlie's Angels, we're okay with that. We can speak to you in layman's terms. We make it as uncomplicated as possible. We have a warm, nurturing office, and we're happy to see you. And we take your issues very seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously.
To learn more about the Hart Law Group, visit thehartlawgroup.com.